What is up, guys? My name's Jackal, and we are here for more Final Fantasy adventure and the next episode of Bojack Horseman, Season 2, Episode 11. And, oh fuck, was Episode 11 an episode? But, I actually think I forgot to save my game last time, and I'm wherever I was in the cave when I saved. And I remember I didn't really know where to go. So I guess that really doesn't matter too much. Get rid of these rock men. Once again, my nose is completely clogged up. We have some days coming up that are supposed to be below freezing coming up. That ought to be nice. That ought to be a little bit of respite for my allergies. All right, there's this little rock golem coming out of. Nice. Jeez, those guys were fucking dexterous? Wouldn't be dexterous. That would sound stupid. But while we're trying to figure out where to go here, I know I did this last time. I don't know if this actually worked or did anything. Okay, can I do the correct thing, please? Alright, let's see if I can... Yeah, I don't think that did anything. I think I just did that for my own luxury. Alright, time to start puncturing walls. But this week we had the penultimate episode of Season 2 of Bojack Horseman. And oh boy, was that shit rough. I remember saying not too long ago, I don't even know when it was, but I had made a remark that I don't know if it would be possible for Bojack to be... Fuck you and your dark spell. I don't know if Bojack could remain in the profession that he's a part of and be, like, toxicity free in his life. I just don't know if he can do it. And this episode didn't really give, like, an answer to that, but definitely shows that, you know, if he doesn't have that lifestyle around him, he really does thrive. And give me one moment, I'm going to blow my nose. So bad. It is so bad. I even took Zyrtec and everything, and nothing comes of it. But, alright, yeah, we're going this way. But we have Bojack, who, at the end of the last episode, made his way out to New Mexico. And he made it out. And he ends up living in New Mexico with Charlotte and her family for, what is it, like 2 months? Probably a little bit over 2 months. Just a hair. And when Bojack disconnects from Hollywood for a little while, he becomes almost a different person. Before he goes and fucks everything up, he's talking about possibly having, like, a teaching gig somewhere. Which, his personality, I mean, Bojack does have a lot of charm as a person and as a character. So, being a teacher, I could see that being actually not too bad a choice for him. And it's really painful because you see him thrive outside of like the Hollywood environment. Sweet. You see him thrive, but he really is. I don't know how to say this because like in real life, like we try to be, you know, to ourselves, we try to imagine ourselves as like good people, but in reality, everyone's a lot of gray. And oh boy. Not that that did a single thing. Oh. Okay, so that legit doesn't work. Huh. I'm gonna have to figure out a new creative solution. I don't know why I spun that around. That doesn't do anything. We already established that. It still takes all of my life away. But I think the real struggle is that, honestly, Bojack really is not a good person. So, like, even when he's trying to be good, he finds himself repeatedly making mistakes that just sabotage himself. And I don't know if it's intentionally or not, but, you know, it just kind of makes you wonder, because he ends up taking Charlotte's daughter, Penny, who's 17, to her senior prom. You know, family he's staying with takes the daughter out. I have to figure out what to do. Regular ethers. I can be fine with that. Ooh, thanks, mouse. But he takes Charlotte's daughter to the prom. Or Bojack, he takes Charlotte's daughter, not she. And one of the girls in Penny's entourage is drinking on her own. Now, Bojack being the adult, his instinct should be like, hey, you know, cut that shit out. You know, I'm the adult here. We need to chill out on this shit. But instead, she's drinking what? Red Bull and vodka, and he ends up getting her like bourbon or something. Just straight hard alcohol. And you know, that's like Bojack's level of responsibility here. And the girl who is drinking in the group ends up passing out from the alcohol and ends up needing to go to the hospital. And Bojack has a chance to just not fuck everything up that he's done the last couple months, not ruin his relationships with everyone, and just go indoors and get it taken care of. And instead of doing that, he opts for one of the kids to do it instead. And of course, in a very like unhealthy way. Like, it's not like, I mean, there's no healthy way to force a kid to do something an adult should be doing, but he does it by like making the kid think that, you know, he's doing the right thing, makes him, you know, feel cool about it. Just not good. All sorts of not good. Fuck off. Go away. Come on, doorway. But instead of doing what Bojack should have been doing, he, in a moment of panic, does what, like, you know, old, unhealthy him in LA would have done, and forced the kid to basically shoulder the responsibility for him. So that works about as well as you think it would on Bojack's psyche. And, you know, it just puts him right back in the mode of, like, doing stupid shit, like, out of nowhere for no reason. Like, as soon as he makes one bad decision, he has to make, like, 87 bad decisions. No, not really that many. But, you know, he does actually, you know, that's kind of unfair. Because at this point, he actually does make a good decision after the bad one. Because they end up going back to, you know, Charlotte's, and when Penny propositions him for sex, even though 17 is the age of consent in that state, supposedly, I don't live in Arizona, I don't know, I don't care. 17 is too young regardless. Okay. I was very confused for a second. But Bojack actually tells Penny no. And, you know, she tries to tell him, you know, I know what I want this. And, you know, he does the correct thing and just turns her down. You know, knowing it's going to hurt her feelings. He doesn't, you know, he goes from making one bad decision, and he actually does, like, rebound in a healthy way. So, like, for me to say what I just said, you know, kind of unfair. You know, he does go from making a bad decision to a good decision. But he's got to still fuck it up and make a bad decision. Because as soon as, stairs. What is this nonsense? Okay. But as soon as Bojack is done with that, he's talking with Charlotte in the backyard, and he kisses her, and as soon as he kisses her, his first reaction isn't to be like, that is totally my bad. You just told me your husband was sleeping upstairs. I know we're comfortable just chilling out here, but, like, he doesn't apologize. His first instinct is to be like, this means something, we should be together, let's run away. Like, no regard for the fact that she has kids, a family, any of the repercussions of the shit that would actually do. And he doesn't even say sorry about it until, like, it's too late and she's threatening to kick him out. Actually, not threatening. She, like, told him to get the fuck out. Like, she had already told him to leave, and then at that point, Bojack starts to, you know, beg and plead his case that, you know, he wishes he had never done it and wishes he could take it back. The time to do that is right away, because, like, then you have a semblance of, you know, it at very least saving your friendship. Blow my nose one more time. It'll probably be two more. I can say I'm only going to blow my nose that one more time, but I know that's probably a lie. Nope. But, like, let that be a lesson in, like, apologize for the thing right away. Don't, instead of apologizing for when you, like, cross a pretty big boundary like that, let your first reaction be, hey, let's run away together. Like, especially when you're, you know, Bojack's living with her at this point. He's living in a boat in their driveway, but he's been living, like, on the property with the family for a couple months at this point. He should know better than to do some shit like that. But just because he should doesn't mean that he does. Because Bojack rarely ever does know better, unfortunately. Alright, there's switches. Move, Rocky. Move. Looks like a rock clown. Shit. I messed up. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to get this guy. Come on back this way. Don't go under there. Move up, please. Got him. Oh, okay. I would do that again. Stay there. Let's go around. Do this. What? Oh, what is this nonsense? I'm gonna have to try having a guy just on the other one next time. Continue exploring for a second. But no, Bojack, you know, has a chance to save his friendship with Charlotte, and instead he decides to tell him to, hey, let's run away together, like a fucking idiot. And then, of course, you know, Bojack makes matters worse because after that's all said and done, Penny's waiting right back outside of his, right outside of his shit. Outside his boat. And again, you know, she's trying to say, you know, I want this, you know. Bojack just tells her, go to bed. And it cuts away, and Charlotte goes to the boat, hears Penny in there, and opens the door, and sees Bojack on the bed with Penny, fully clothed, but she was like messing with his tie. Now, I need to watch with subtitles, see if it actually shows any dialogue of what's being said, but as it stands, I have no idea what they were talking about or like giggling about, and honestly, it is, this may be just me, but I may have called Bojack a shitty person. If there was one thing that I don't think he would do, it would be this. The sexual assault of, even though she's not a minor in that state, like, he knows damn well that that would be the wrong thing to do because of his age and his experience. And like I said, I think Bojack's not exactly a good person, but I don't think he's that level of bad. And, with him telling her that this is not what you want, you don't know what you want, you can say you do, but you're just a kid, you don't understand what it is you're asking for. And then him afterwards telling her, again, go to sleep. I want to believe what is going on here. I don't understand. I'm very confused by what's going on here. Almost makes me want to just go and check go back the other way and go check out that lava room again and just save and try to figure that out. 'Cause this is kind of frustrating. But, all of Bojack's bad decisions come down to, like, a little speech that Charlotte gives him, because before all this happened, they were talking about the tar remark that Charlotte made, and, I talked about it, and it was her talking to Bojack about thinking LA was a tar pit where people were just, like, rotten and dirty underneath. And, I know I talked about it, but we all know that that's really not true. Got him. You are who you are, regardless of where you are. There's not, like, something that's going to change you from being a piece of shit to not being a piece of shit by changing locations. Oh, I found a way out. You're the person that you are no matter where you are. You can't just escape that. Because, Bojack says to Penny earlier in the episode that he didn't like the person that he was when he was in LA. But it's not the person that he was in LA. It's him. And, upon this revelation, Bojack just makes more bad decisions. And more bad decisions. Even if he wasn't going to do anything with Penny, in light of everything that was going on, like, what was Charlotte to do other than to tell him, like, listen, get the fuck out of here. If you're not gone, I'm calling the police. Like, what choice would she have at that point? Finding somebody in the bed with your, under 18-year-old daughter. Legally, is that wrong? Not really. But if you're old enough, you understand that it's wrong. Sorry, I tried to eat some hot chips to try and clear my nose out a little bit. Problem is, chips are not very hot. Don't do the trick. But, now that Charlotte's older, that's what she says. You are who you are regardless of where you are. And she doesn't quite say it like that, but that's how I'm saying it. That's how I'm saying it. And, you know, you would think that that would cause Bojack to reflect and trend in the way that he could have. And if this show were maybe ending after 2 seasons, you know, maybe that is the route that he would have taken. But there's 4 more seasons of the show, so I don't think he's taken that route. I think he's going to repeat these same cycles of just fucking up. It's just hard. It was a really rough episode. It was really uncomfortable once you saw the writing on the wall of where it was going. All right, let us get this out. Am I just fighting a fucking fireball here? Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. Oh, kind of getting stuck here. Come, Satan. Show us your true form. I don't know why some of those hits worked and the other ones didn't. Iflit? Iflit? Is that Ifrit from Final... Well, the other Final Fantasy? I guess this is a Final Fantasy. Received the rusty sword. Is this the Excalibur? Ooh. Holy sword. There's my birdie. Yes, I want to take the Chocobo with me. Why would... There was no other choice. Alright, let's use up some of these regular ethers that I found. Sweet. Ooh, I'm blocked in. How dare. Oh! Sneezing strike, that's what you got. Get pounded, son. So much menuing in this game. I think it's starting to wear on me at this point, but we should be, I imagine, pretty close to the end of the game, so. Hiya, hiya. Oh! How dare you poison me. Filthy creature. Oh, we're stuck on the rocks. Stubborn toes. But yeah, no, that episode was fucking gut-wrenching. You could see what was going to happen for a mile away, and you could not steer that train in another direction. It was just a wreck waiting to happen. And a wreck it was. Cool. Well, that was not how that was supposed to work. It was supposed to be much more slick. It's going to be about time for me to turn it in here in a minute. Yeah, this episode wasn't as trippy as the last one was, but man, was it still as hard to watch. Excellent. Fucking excellent 25 minutes of television. For sure. But very painful. Makes you just wish that Bojack were just a better person. Because then he wouldn't find himself in these sorts of messes. Because, I mean, realistically, like, giving alcohol to minors is bad. It's not great. At all. But, you know, when that's all that he really did, you know, that would have been a little bit of, you know, legal trouble. But for someone as rich as him, who gets away with as much as he does, it seems like his effort to not really take responsibility was just pretty unnecessary. How dare you? I mean, you should never be avoiding responsibility anyway, but he had the ability to, like, take responsibility and not care about it. But he did. You know, but he gave alcohol to minors. That's really all he did that was, like, legally, like, wrong. He didn't do anything with Penny in the end of everything. So that was a relief. I wish there was more stuff to buy. Hiya. Nope. Dead end. Is the coast this way? Jesus Christ, this is or like a bridge or a port or the thing that I can use to get myself somewhere. Not somewhere, not here. Equip, where's the... No, that flame whip. Nice. Whoop. Got him. Without some Castlevania fantasies in my head. Ooh, another level up. Hell yeah. Wasn't this armor? Yes, it was. Alright, well, that's going to cut it for today anyway. We beat a boss. We got the Excalibur, which is a rusty sword. We got to figure out where to take it to make it unrusted. But that's going to be it. Bojack was rough. Not as trippy or as, like, thought-provoking, but man, to see Bojack in such a healthy place where he could have been a teacher and to just watch him just throw it away in the span of a day. Man, it's hard to watch your boy do that, man. It's hard to watch. But that's going to be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with a bit of Golden Sun because I need to see what's going on in that game with that sketchy old man. But till next time, take it easy, guys. Peace out.